Hello and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Okay guys, I think we need to have a conversation. I really think we need to have a conversation. And this is going to be some tough love right here, okay? This is going to be tough love, but I think this is needed. I think this is needed right now. So I'm going to explain some things to you guys, but before I start, I want to just cover off a few things so we're all on the same page before we even get into this, okay? For the guys who regularly view me, and even for the guys who don't regularly view me, I don't do hype content. My regular viewers know this, my regular audience know this. I don't do hype content at all. I do videos where I debunk stuff like XRP going to $10,000 and stuff like that. I personally don't think that's realistic. I've done numerous videos as to why I don't think it's realistic. I've debunked videos about XRP being backed by gold and that kind of stuff. I don't do hype content. So whenever you do see me do videos about analysts saying, you know, certain price projections, like for example $10, $100, these are all price targets that I believe are realistic, things that can be achieved, right? And so I just want to make this clear, because when I do these videos at times, it feels like some people don't really get my channel. It's almost like they don't know that I don't do hype content, and so they just see, you know, like a certain price point and they think I'm just doing hype content, which is definitely not the case. So I just want to make that clear before I get started. I'm not someone who does hype content. That is just not me personally. And so I see a lot of people right now frustrated with the price action. And I think we need to have a real conversation about this, because I'm seeing it in the comment section, like it's really getting unbearable for some people. And while I do understand it, I genuinely do understand it, and I do feel for you guys because I know it is frustrating, I think there's got to be a point where you guys are just going to have some conviction. Like, I think that's really what this comes down to. So let's get into this now. Okay, so we've got the price with XRP. Let's just be real. It's disappointing right now. Yeah, let's just be honest, right? I'm not someone here who lies to you guys. I am just like you guys. It's disappointing. But I'm not fazed by any of this. Why? Because first and foremost, we're so early in this bull run. We really are. We're really in the early stages of this bull run. And I've been in a bull run before, so I've seen how it works. Okay? And if we go just historically, now we will just say this, just because that's how it's been historically, doesn't mean that's how things are going to go in the future. Things can be different. But if we go historically with XRP, it's usually the last to go off. Now, I know people are probably sick of hearing that, but it's just the truth. That is just the truth. And so this is first and foremost just one thing that we've got to acknowledge here. Okay? And then secondly, I want to say this, right? I'm an investor just like you guys. So when I'm saying this stuff to you, do you think that I want to sit here and wait for XRP to take off? Or do you think that I want XRP to take off now? Right? Like, obviously I want XRP to take off now. I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to get my profit. So this isn't anything for me where I'm trying to, you know, like, I'm not here trying to say, hey, I'm happy that I'm waiting. No, of course not. Like, I'm ready to make money. Like, I'm here invested in XRP just like you guys. But the difference is with me is that I'm not getting emotionally affected by the action. Am I wanting to see it better? Yeah, of course. Like, you know, would nice to be seeing XRP like over $1 at this point or whatever. Yes, it would. But look, there comes a point where you've just got to think, okay, I've done my research. I believe in what I've invested in. And I have the conviction that this is going to pay off at some point. I don't know when, but at some point I believe this is going to pay off. Because you're changing like the weather. And that's the problem. Like, not long ago, XRP had a massive jump up 20% within like an hour, I believe it was. Oh my God, XRP, it's here. We're going to the moon, bro. You know, all that kind of stuff. And then we have the drop. which, don't get me wrong, obviously it's not great. I'm not saying that, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not great, but everybody's like, oh, XRP's dead and, you know, I've had enough of XRP. Look, I get it. We've got money involved in this. We want to make money, so I do get it. But it's like, can't you just have the conviction to at least wait until this bull market's over? Because I've said this before. Listen, if this bull market ends and XRP doesn't reach a new all-time high, or let's just say the all-time high is not that great, I will be here saying it with you because I'm here to make money, right? Like, I'm here, like one of you guys, I'm here to make profit, and I believe XRP is going to make me a profit. So if the return on XRP is dismal, I will be here with you guys saying, this is awful. What is going on? Like, this sucks. Like, I will be here with you guys. So make no mistake, this isn't me trying to pull the wool over your guys' eyes or give you any type of fake hype or anything. My thing is this. Generally speaking, with XRP, it's usually the last to take off, but it's usually the best performer. So if we're going by that, I'm hoping that that's what's going to happen. Even if it's not the best performer, because to me, it's not like it's got to be the best performer. As long as we get a good profit out of it, cool. I'm fine with that. I'm not in XRP just because it's the best performer. I'm in XRP because I believe in what it can do utility-wise, and so I think that's going to equate to value at some point in the future, right? That's basically it. And so, for me, as much as I might sit here and think, oh, yeah, it would be nice to see XRP over $1 or whatever, for me, it's like, okay, cool, it's not over $1, but, like, what good is it going to be for me now moaning about this? Like, is it going to do anything productive for me? No. So, what's the point? Like, am I going to sell? No. I'm not selling at this price at all because I truly believe it's going to go way higher. So, I'm not going to sell. So, what's the point in me moaning? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, what's the point in me getting all emotional about it? Yeah, would I like it to be higher? Of course I would. If you ask me, I would love XRP to be at its new all-time high now. Of course. But when I look at this and understand how all this works and just knowing that this isn't something that's in my control, I'm just willing to wait because I'm not selling. So I guess that means I'm waiting, right? And so I think you guys have just got to start having conviction in what you believe in. Like, if you really believe in XRP, you've just got to wait to see this through. Like, let's see what happens at the end of this bull market, right? If at the end of this bull market, we've had a great all-time high, then look, everything's all good, right? Which this is what I suspect, by the way. I don't want this to sound like I'm speaking like in complete uncertainties. In my head, it will go to a new all-time high, and I believe it will be a good all-time high. So I believe I'm going to be satisfied with my investment long-term with XRP. That's what I believe. But on the other hand, if this goes wrong, if it really doesn't perform at all, or it's a very disappointing performance, make no mistake, I will be here, not making any excuses, and I will tell you, that was very disappointing. For everything that we've had to go through and everything that we've had to wait for it to be whatever that would be, the performance, that's disappointing if that ends up being the case. So please understand, I'm not here like, there are some influencers who are just, you know, telling you like, know what you hold, the $10,000 and all that kind of stuff. Look, I'm not doing all of that. I don't believe in any of that, and I'm not here to try and deceive you guys. Let me just say this, right? YouTube isn't my sole source of income. So while I do get paid to do YouTube content, it's not my sole source of income. I never started this to just get paid. Like, the actual reason why I did it was actually to debunk a lot of XRP misinformation. So that was really my sole purpose. So this is what I'm trying to say. Like, this is the reason why I don't do hype content, because I don't need to. I don't just rely on YouTube for money. Like, I do other things to earn money. So this isn't a thing for me where I have to sit here and just keep hyping up XRP to get money out of you guys. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I'm just going to tell you 100% the truth. And this is the problem with some of these influencers. They are depending on XRP to make their money in terms of their content, right? So when some of them are being overly optimistic, it's like they kind of need to be, right? Because their income depends on it. And so that's not the case with me. And that's why for me, if I think it's disappointing, I'll just say it to you. I really will. Like I said it before with the lawsuit when, we had the rally. I was excited at the beginning, but when it dropped, I was like, well, yeah, that was disappointing. It was. this is what I'm saying. I'm here to just be honest with you guys, right? But with that being said, do I believe that XRP is going to rise in value? Yes, I do. Do I believe it's going to hit a new all-time high? Yes, I do. I truly believe that. From everything that I've done from my research, I see no reason why it won't happen, in my opinion. So yes, we can get frustrated with the current price action. Cool. But in my head, everything's there for XRP to do well. It is. And the fact that we saw it rise 20% in an hour, that shows you how quick things can happen with XRP, right? Because, okay, yes, it dumped, but let's just take that out of the equation for just 1 second. Let's look at what actually happened. Within 1 hour, we saw XRP jump up 20%. So let's just put that in a different context. Let's just imagine this is the end of the bull run, right? Let's say XRP at the moment is, I don't know, let's just say it's $2, $3 at the moment, right? And then, bang, within a day, what could it do? Could XRP jump up like 50%, 200%? Who knows, right? But to me, that was just a preview of what XRP can do. So for me, I'm like, well, that showed me that XRP can move. We can clearly see that, right? There's life in the old dog yet. So I'm like, well, I can see that it moves with the market. Yes, it does, dump a little bit more. But if you look at other cryptos, they do dump too. Like, this really isn't just solely on XRP. There are other cryptos. Like, yes, there are other cryptos performing better than XRP right now, let's just say. Because again, if we go with historical context, XRP is the last to go. So as of right now, yes, there are better performers. But there are cryptos out there that are also not performing too great. So this really isn't like, to me, it's not a doomsday event right now. Like, I'm not sitting here biting my fingernails thinking, oh my God, is XRP not going to perform at all? I'm really not. I'm genuinely not stressing whatsoever. I'm just here waiting for the end of the market. And as I say, if at the end of the market comes and it hasn't done well, cool. That's when we have to turn around and look and say, okay, it's looking like XRP is not the investment we once thought it was, right? Maybe it's time to look and say, maybe XRP has had its day. We're not really going to get much more out of this, that kind of thing. Have some honest conversations. But as of right now, when the market's really just begun, like, we're not in the true alt season yet, like, that's not really fully kicked in. For me, it's like, can we just give it a chance? Like, can we just give it a chance first before we get ahead of ourselves and start kicking XRP before it's really had chance to fully move? I get when money's involved, it can make you a lot more emotionally reactive, but if you can have patience and just see what happens, then we can kind of have the bigger picture conversation. Because this is my thing. When we have the bull market done and everything's gone back into, bear territories, I'm interested to see what the conversation is then, because I believe it's going to be, hey, see what I mean? All that stress was for nothing in the end. Everything's been fine. XRP's done well. Everything's good. People have made their profit. Everything's fine. But hey, if it ends up being, hey, time to have a difficult conversation with XRP, something's wrong here, then so be it. I will definitely say it, because as I say, I'm invested in XRP like you guys. So this affects me just as much as it affects you. So please believe, I don't want to see XRP performing like this. It's not like I take any kind of joy in it, but at the end of the day, I just look at it and I have patience. I'm like, well, do I think that this is the end for XRP? No. Do I still think XRP is going to do well? Yes. So does that mean I'm going to sell now? No. So I wait, right? I just wait. And as I say, I've got the conviction for me to just stick to my guns of what I believe. And I think that's what you guys need to do as well. I think you need to just have this conviction of, you've done your research, you believe in XRP, so let's see what happens. Once the bull run's done, okay, that's when we're in a position to have the proper conversation. But I think right now, it's a bit premature to be trying to kick XRP while it's down at this current moment. I think it's a bit too early for us to be saying this kind of stuff, because, like, yes, the bull run is going on, but alt season isn't, like not right now. It's just warming up. So I think we have to give it its time. So look, guys, I'm not here to tell you what to do. Obviously, that's your choice. If you guys want to, panic sell and get out or whatever, or if you want to hold, it's up to you. I'm just telling you my thoughts. I'm just saying that I think it's too early to be judging all this. Whatever you guys need to do or want to do, that's completely your choice. Like, I'm not here to tell you what to do. All I'm here to say is, I think before we judge XRP, before we say, you know, it's done or whatever, it's dead or blah, blah, let's just let the bull run take place first and let's see what happens. Because again, if we go with historical context, XRP is usually the last to go, but it's the best performer. So if that's going to be the case, that should be what we expect, right? So fingers crossed that is the case. For me, even if it's maybe like not the last to go this time, or maybe it's not the best performer, hey, as long as it does well, that's all I'm hoping for. All I'm hoping for is it gets to a certain price point so I can say, hey, the opportunity to have made a good profit out of this investment is there, right? So to me, I'm not saying it has to be the best. I've never got into it because it's like, oh, it was the best performer. It was just, I look at what XRP can do and I'm like, well, it has utility, it has a real purpose, and so I think that this is something that's going to be utilized in the future. I see it having a future, I see it having success, so that's what got me into it, and I still believe in that, right? Like, I still think all those things are there, so to me, you know, I'm not really fazed by all this. And so that's where I'm just saying to you guys, let's just wait and see how things go, and after that, if things don't go well, then we'll have the conversation, because I'll tell you now, I will definitely be here to have the conversation if things don't go well. I assure you of that. I will 100% say that, because as I say, I'm invested in this too. So if it doesn't make money, I'm not going to be happy, right? I'm not going to be best pleased myself. So yeah, I'll leave it there, but I hope you guys are, you know, standing strong. I know it is tough, so I don't want to act like I don't get your guys' frustrations. I do get it, but I'm just trying to make you understand that we've got to give this time to play out, right? We've just got to give this time to play out, because at the end of the day, if we start thinking about this too soon, it could lead to a bad decision potentially. You know, it could very much lead to a bad decision. So that's all I'm going to say. Obviously, you guys do what you want to do. So this is just some food for thought, and I hope it helps, okay? But what do you guys think with everything that I've just covered in this video? Do you agree with what I've said? Are you someone who's willing to wait for XRP's price? Do you believe that XRP will break a new all-time high in the alt season rally? Or do you not like what you've heard today? Is there any reason why you think XRP won't break its previous all-time high? And if you don't think it will break its previous all-time high, what kind of price do you think XRP will get to in the bull run? Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'll be interested to hear. Thank you very much for watching this. If you did like it, please remember to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. But until next time, take care.